Chapter 11. Ethics in Sales Management. 11.1. Meaning and Moral Center. Ethics in sales management is the practice of making and enforcing choices that protect truth, dignity, and fairness across the entire selling system. Every promise we make, every rupee we price, every piece of data we collect, every relationship we touch. Ethics is not a cost to growth, it is how growth sustains. When a team sells the right product to the right customer, on the right terms, revenue compounds and reputation compounds with it. Working definition. Sales ethics is the consistent application of moral principles and legal duties in prospecting, pitching, negotiating, contracting, delivering, and servicing, so that the customer's well-being and society's trust are preserved alongside the company's commercial goals. 11.2. Truth in claims and communication. Honesty is the first promise. Every message, spoken, printed, or digital, must be true, specific, and testable. If we do not know, we say so. If a feature is in development, we say roadmap, not available. Clarity over cleverness. Customers should be able to understand pricing, benefits, risks, and conditions without decoding jargon. Ambiguity that nudges a bigger order today creates cancellations, complaints, and churn tomorrow. Proof as a habit. When we claim saves 30% time, we can show the baseline, the calculation, and where the number came from. When we claim doctor recommended or 99.9% efficacy, we carry the study, the standard, and the approval note. 11.3. Fair pricing and negotiation conduct. Fair pricing means the price relates to value delivered and is presented transparently. No bait and switch, no hidden fees, no last-minute surprises in fine print. When a discount is offered, it is explained as an exchange of value, longer term, higher volume, earlier payment, or reference rights. Negotiation with respect. We trade, we do not manipulate. We never invent competitive quotes. We never exploit information asymmetry to trap a first-time buyer. The deal we can proudly explain in daylight is the deal we should close. 11.4. Respect for customer autonomy. Consent is central. Customers must feel free to choose, change, or refuse. No pressure tactics hidden as end-of-month urgency. No withholding of critical information. No guilt-inducing language. The salesperson's role is to inform, guide, and propose, not to coerce. Informed choice. Contracts, warranties, and return policies are explained in plain language. Customers see the total cost of ownership, not just the sticker price. Right to exit. Make cancellation and complaint channels visible and fair. A clean exit today often becomes a re-entry tomorrow. 11.5. Data privacy and DPDP compliance. India. Data is not ours by default. It is entrusted to us. India's Digital Personal Data Protection Act, DPDP, requires us to collect only what we need for a clear purpose, with consent, and to secure it appropriately. We do not scrape, spam, or share without permission. We honor deletion requests. Plain meaning of DPDP duties. Lawful and transparent use. Say what you will do with the data, and do exactly that. Purpose limitation. Collect the minimum required for a specific purpose, not just in case. Accuracy and security. Keep data up to date and protect it with access controls and encryption. Rights of individuals. Let people access, correct, or erase their data. Respond within stated timelines. Practical discipline. Opt-in boxes are never pre-ticked. WhatsApp and QR lead forms carry a one-line consent statement. Spreadsheets with customer data are not forwarded casually. They are stored in authorized systems with audit trails. Leavers' access is revoked the day they exit. 11.6. Dignity at work. posh and inclusion. A sale is never an excuse to ignore dignity. The Prevention of Sexual Harassment (POSH) Act mandates safe workplaces, including client sites, events, and travel. We keep boundaries, use respectful language, avoid late-night solo meetings when avoidable, and follow the reporting protocol without fear or favor. Inclusion is ethical performance. We design communication and processes that respect gender, language, disability, and culture. We do not use stereotypes. We accommodate reasonable needs during hiring, training, and travel. 11.7 Channel and retailer fairness channels are partners, not expendables. Schemes are published, claim processes are simple, and payments are timely. We do not offer backdoor rebates to a store to displace a competitor's inventory. We do not poach a partner's customer behind their back. When conflicts arise, we escalate early and document resolutions. 11.8 Tendering and government sales. Integrity public money demands public standards. We respect the letter and spirit of tender rules, pre-qualification, technical compliance, financial bids, and evaluation criteria. We never offer facilitation payments. We maintain audit-ready files, specs, demo reports, clarifications, approvals, and delivery notes. If a requirement is ambiguous, we seek a written clarification from the tendering authority rather than guessing. If a conflict of interest exists, we disclose it. If we cannot comply ethically, we do not bid. 11.9 Protecting vulnerable customers. Some buyers, seniors, students, first-time digital users need extra care. We slow down, use larger fonts, and simplify terms. We verify understanding before payment. We do not cross-sell debt or subscriptions that strain their means. The test is simple. Would we advise this to our own family member in similar circumstances? 11.10 Post-sale stewardship. Ethics does not end at signature. We deliver on time, install safely, train properly, and keep service windows sacred. Warranties are honored without drama. When something fails, we fix fast and communicate honestly. A customer treated fairly in trouble becomes an advocate for life. 11.11 Conflicts of interest, gifts, and hospitality. We avoid situations where personal gain can bias professional judgment. If a conflict is unavoidable, we disclose and step back from the decision. Gifts and hospitality sit within published thresholds. Cash equivalents and personal favors are out of bounds. When in doubt, decline politely and document the reason. 11.12 Ethical use of AI and analytics algorithms can help us prioritize leads or personalize offers, but they cannot be a black box that overrides judgment. We avoid dark patterns, deceptive countdowns, hidden costs, or confusing consent flows. We test for bias. We keep a human review step for consequential decisions. Transparency is part of respect. 11.13 Visual merchandising and claim compliance displays must tell the truth as clearly as the brochure does. Legal metrology rules on MRP, net quantity, and unit price are visible. FSSAI and drugs and cosmetics rules guide what can be said and sampled. Safety beats spectacle. Stable stacks, no blocked exits, no misleading size cues. 11.14 Environmental and social responsibility. How we sell is part of what we sell. We prefer recyclable materials, right-sized packs, and repairable products. We handle e-waste and samples responsibly. We respect local communities when we run roadshows or events. No noise pollution, no litter left behind. 11.15 Internal pressure and incentive design targets shape behavior. When incentives reward only end-of-month bookings, we invite shortcuts. Balanced scorecards that include margin quality, documentation accuracy, forecast discipline, and complaint closure times encourage the right conduct. Managers lead with example. They praise clean deals, not just big deals. 11.16 Whistleblowing and Speak Up Culture. People must feel safe to raise a hand. We publish multiple channels: anonymized email, phone, an internal committee, and an external ombudsperson where applicable. We protect confidentiality. We forbid retaliation. We close the loop with transparent actions so that reporting feels meaningful, not risky. 11.17 Red flags and non-negotiables. Some behaviors trigger immediate escalation. No debate, no delay. Fabricated invoices or forged signatures. Bribes, kickbacks, or undisclosed payments. Misuse or leakage of personal data. Sexual harassment or discriminatory conduct. Deliberate misrepresentation of safety, efficacy, or price. Intentional destruction or manipulation of records. 11.18 Ethical Decision Checklist 5-step test. Intent: is the purpose to create fair value or to exploit a gap? Truth: are the facts accurate, provable, and complete? Law: does it comply with the letter and spirit of applicable rules? DPDP, POSH, Competition Act, FSSAI, Drugs and Cosmetics, Legal Metrology, Consumer Protection Act, 2019. Dignity: does it respect the customer, partner, colleague, and community? Daylight: would I be comfortable explaining this to my family, a regulator, or the front page of a newspaper? If any step fails, pause and escalate. 11.19 India's Regulatory Snapshot, Plain English Map. DPDP Act: collect and use personal data with consent, for a defined purpose, securely, and with rights to access, erase. POSH Act: prevent sexual harassment, set up internal committee, protect complainants. Legal Metrology: govern weights, measures, MRP, net quantity. Price labels must be truthful and visible. FSSAI regulations: control food labeling and health claims, sampling and storage standards. Drugs and Cosmetics Act, rules: regulate pharmaceuticals and medical devices, restrict promotion and sampling norms. Competition Act prohibits anti-competitive agreements and abuse of dominance, fair dealing with channels. Consumer Protection Act, 2019 outlaws unfair trade practices, misleading ads, and abusive contracts. Enables redressal. This list is a guide, not a substitute for legal advice. When unsure, consult compliance or counsel. 11.20 Micro Dilemmas and Better Choices, Vignette. 1. The urgent month end. A prospect is undecided, and your target is near. Do you push a misleading last unit claim? Better. Offer a transparent give-get, free installation for annual plan, and a clear cooling off clause. You might miss today's booking, but you protect tomorrow's trust. Vignette 2. The private list. A retailer quietly offers competitor customer data in exchange for an exclusive scheme. Decline. Explain DPDP risk. Propose a lawful joint activation. Opt-in sampling day. And document the conversation. Vignette 3. The flattering gift. A buyer hints that a personal gift would smooth the tender. You decline politely, cite policy, and follow the written process. You may lose this bid. You keep your license to operate. Vignette 4. The stretched claim. Marketing wants instant results on a supplement poster. You ask for the study. It shows improvement in 2 weeks, not instantly. You insist on accurate wording. Short-term friction prevents long-term legal exposure. Vignette 5. The honest mismatch. A small business wants your premium plan on EMI. You realize the cheaper plan covers their needs. You recommend the cheaper plan. They return 6 months later to upgrade, this time by choice. 11.21. The salesperson's code of honor. I will tell the truth, clear, complete, and kind. I will sell the right fit, even if it means a smaller order today. I will respect privacy, consent, and dignity in every interaction. I will treat partners and competitors fairly. I will document properly and welcome audits. I will speak up when something looks wrong and protect those who do. I will leave every customer, colleague, and community better than I found them. Sign, date, live it.